Goodness gracious, it's been like a week since I've recorded a video and I feel so out of practice, but also the last week. Okay, so story time. Tiny story. So last week, my boyfriend's birthday was like last Wednesday. So we were gonna plan like this whole like we're gonna go to Tampa, we're gonna go to Busch Gardens, we're gonna have like a whole fun thing. And I so I was waiting on one of his presents. I got him like these nice pair of shoes because he's like a shoe guy. So I got him a nice pair and like I was waiting for them to like come in. I was very nervous because they were like gonna be shipped in. And I was like so nervous. And then they come in like 3 days before his birthday. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. And I run upstairs to go tell him that I got his present in because I was telling him I was like nervous that like his big present was gonna be here. And I run upstairs and I fucking collide my foot into the wall. My two like leftmost like my pinky and like my other toe on my left foot are they were so bruised for like a week straight. They're finally like kind of not bruised anymore. I have an x-ray next week to see if they're actually broken or not. I'm not sure. Like, it's not like super painful, you know? But, oh my god. So we had to cancel the trip, but we like decided to do a bunch of other stuff like around, you know, and we also had like Father's Day and everything. So we went like saw both of our dads. It was a lot. Even though we didn't go out of town, we had a lot of stuff going on and it was a nice break, you know, during the month. But also, because I wasn't really doing that much like out of town and stuff, I was like jonesing for another Buffy episode. I was literally watching a movie. I'm like, I could be watching Buffy right now. I was literally like, I was craving Buffy. So I'm so excited to watch today. I'm literally so hyped. Oh my god, did I not say my intro? My bad. Hello, fellow human being. Hi, how you doing? Today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 11. I'm gonna add this in, okay? Sorry. I didn't add it in. Okay, back to my little intro thingy where I'm talking and forgetting my intro, apparently. Whatever. Anyways, let's talk about Buffy. So the last episode I watched was episode 10. I forget the title. But it was like the Willow episode about like her and her magic and also about Buffy and Spike and all that nonsense. Oh my goodness, it was a lot. With the whole Willow thing, obviously I've read the comments from the last video. A lot of people were making jokes. They were like, oh yeah, this is the one where they like subtly put in a drug metaphor for Willow. And I'm like, okay guys, you don't need to make fun of me, okay? I get it. But yeah, so a lot of people I think thought that the metaphor was very heavy-handed, which yes, looking back on it, it is a bit heavy-handed, but I don't know, I liked it. I don't know, I guess because there was no way in the world that I was ever gonna side with Willow or like understand where she's coming from with this magic stuff. And I think relating it to drugs and like that sort of addiction that you have, cause like again, I know many people that have struggled with that, and it's like it's an addiction, it's an illness that you have to go through with that sort of thing. So it just makes me understand Willow's character, I think, a lot more. And it's yes, people that struggle with addiction can be painted as the villain and like the other person like so many times in so many different situations that like now understanding like why she's like making all the decisions that she's making and like going against so many people that like she loved and like has like shown that she's loved for so many seasons. And it's like, why would you suddenly do this to Dawn, you know? It's like, because it's addiction. It just changes how you think. And yeah, so I don't know, for me, I liked it. Yes, it's heavy-handed. Yes, it was a bit of a metaphor. I wish they did it a little bit more like subtly and like a little more like sprinkled in throughout rather than having her make all these decisions, all of us hating her and me be like, oh my god, Willow, what the fuck? And then suddenly we have this episode where it's like, oh, okay, now I understand why. But it's like, you could have just sprinkled it out like a little bit more. And I don't know. And also the whole Amy thing, coming back immediately, jumping on this, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's a lot. But either way, that was a bunch of the comments. And also, okay, so with Buffy and Spike, Again, I'm just gonna preface, I do have my shipper glasses on, okay? I have my shipper glasses on. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna see what I want to see. Okay, I know. Y'all already know. But yeah, there's a lot of discussion about it. And I think it's also just partly you guys know where that relationship's gonna go. I don't. I only know what has happened so far. So it's like, you know, I'm curious if it actually is endgame and like actually happens, you know? Honestly, I don't know. I'm so used to my ships never being endgame, so I think that's also just like me, like, you know? Yeah, the relationship is just very, very interesting, and I am so hyped to see what happens in this episode. Well, what's gonna happen? I'm so excited about this. Y'all already know. But, so, what's gonna happen this episode? Like, plot-wise, again, do we have a big baddie? No. I don't know. I'm curious. Maybe we have, like, some Terra stuff and, like, you know? I don't know. I'm intrigued. What if, I would love if they, like, went, like, a couple weeks in advance, like, a couple weeks after this, and, like, they pop back in. Buffy hasn't spoken to Spike. Willow hasn't used any magic, and she hasn't talked to Tara, and then Willow decides to talk to Tara and, like, tries to, you know, mend things? I don't know. I think that would be a really cool idea. But, obviously, that's, like, the only idea that I have for this episode and, like, where it could go. Obviously, it could just be, like, a monster-y episode, and, like, we could have a monster. Oh my god, I completely forgot about the 3 bozos! That's the... You can just see how much I'm trying to block them from my memory. Yeah, the 3 bozos. Is this the episode for them? Oh, please say no. Please say no. Again, writers. It's okay if you just drop that plot line. I would not be mad, okay? Anyways, I've been talking so fucking much. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I thought that was gonna be Willow.
To you and me, they're just candles, but to witches, they're like bungs.
Okay, continuing with that metaphor. Thank you,
So,
Buffy.
no candles, no charms. Any reminder of what it is that she's trying to stay away from, you know, could cause her to give in to temptation.
Is that Spike's? Enough! No!
And that would be bad.
No!
Well, that's just half the test.
Is he gonna shoot him? Oh, God.
You penis! Oh, cheer up, Frodo. Because thanks to my brains and our mystical gem, we got ourselves an invisibility ray. And I'd say that makes us pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, love it.
Dawn, you need to eat something.
Thanks for your concern.
Does it even look like Buffy's wearing a wig?
Okay, I deserve the wrath of Dawn, but...
Nah. Why? What do you do?
Morning.
Morning.
I'm gonna head back to my room. Just get dressed.
Oh,
She's like, don't leave me alone, please. David Fury, fuck it up. Written and directed?
lame.
Let's go.
The hell is that supposed to...
Please. Enough.
Stop that.
Good Godfrey Cambridge, Spike. You still trying to mac on Buffy? Wake up already. Never gonna happen. Only a complete loser would ever hook up with you. Well, unless she's a simpleton like Harmony or a...
Maybe we can find some time for you to get me into another car accident.
Oh, good morning. You must be Dawn.
Oh my god, is that like
Can
a
I help you?
social worker or
I'm Doris
something?
Kroger from Social
Ah,
Services.
awesome.
Sorry about the mess. You know, we're doing a little house clean.
So, we gonna chat this out or what?
Spike, read the
Now's
room.
really not a
Read
good
the
time.
room, buddy.
I have company.
Please. This woman's like, she's taking.
Sleeps here? Oh, so you live with another woman?
Oh, it's not a gay thing, you know. I mean, well, she's gay. But
No!
Not that there's anything. Oh.
I think I've seen enough.
Oh my
No,
god, Donna's
absolutely,
gonna
absolutely don't
take
think
it
that you
away.
have. It's just... Why won't you go?
I just thought you'd
Get out of here.
Jesus!
Just getting what I came for. So long, Goldilocks.
She had it in her Buffy, you're down bad. You are down horrendous. This is why she's wearing a wig.
No way we'll be invisible.
Like her hair this
Security's
season.
gotten
Oh.
lax. We're professionals. Slayer. What? Where?
Oh, look at her. She's a new woman.
Give it! No, I need to be invisible. I need it more. You overloaded it.
Oopsie.
Oh, no.
Table 4. I put her with your family.
Great. Except we don't hate Buffy. Go back to table 1.
And where do I put DeHoffrin?
We're not inviting DeHoffrin. Wait a sec. Have you been feeling ignored lately?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, this isn't a Marcy deal. I don't know what happened. I left Main Street after getting my hair cut and was...
You cut your hair?
Oh, yeah.
Really? How short?
Well, about up to
Asking the
here.
real questions.
It kind of fits the day I've had.
Please, not the
Willow's
pan
still a
over
wreck.
just to
Dawn's mad at both
nothing.
of us. And the social services lady put me through a ringer. Says she's gonna watch me.
Please.
I'd like to see her try now.
We get the how, then we got how to make her unseen sight seen again, right?
It's all right.
Buffy, could you
Please,
focus,
Buffy,
please?
you.
I am. Just, this is kind of fun.
Well, it would help if we had a little bit more to go on.
So fucking
or
funny.
Maybe it's a mistake.
A magical mistake. Who'd be messing with that kind of power?
Oh, they think it's gonna be Willow. Aw.
Buffy was in town, leaving the haircutting place, when she suddenly
Buffy
just...
got her hair cut?
Yeah.
That is the most
Adorable,
eventful thing this
apparently.
episode.
I personally couldn't tell since she's all invisible.
She could be anywhere, even here, right now. Watching, listening to every word we say. For all we know, she could be one of us.
She could be one.
Oh, wait, no, kissing.
Is she gonna fuck with her? Oh my god. This poor woman is just doing her job, Buffy.
What? Where's my...
Is she gonna make it look like she's losing her
Losing her
mind?
mind.
Oh
Kill, kill, kill.
What? I didn't say
no!
anything.
Stop! No!
Not you.
This poor woman.
Kill Doris. Kill everybody. You know you want to.
Just shut up!
Buffy, you menace. What are you doing?
It was the voice.
Excuse me?
There was a voice before. It made my coffee
This is
dance.
fucked up.
It told me to...
What?
To kill my coworker.
Nothing. I'm not crazy. I am not crazy.
Oh.
Buffy's phantom van. We need to let Buffy... Whoa! There's something there.
It's a pylon, one of those orange traffic cones. By the way, where is Buffy?
Is she gonna fuck with Spike? Oh my god, this is just like Buffy's episode. Just to do whatever the fuck she wants, and I love that for her. Oh, He's knowing Spike.
Whatever
He's gonna be
beast
like,
you are, I know you're
it's
here.
Buffy.
And I hurt beasties.
Stop! What is she doing? What is a show? What is a show?
Buffy?
Legitimately.
I told you. Stop trying to see me.
Buffy?
Oh, I got it.
Really?
At least nothing that would explain why things near Buffy become invisible.
Ew. Xander.
What happened?
Oh no.
Ew.
Oh my god. Is he gonna
Like
disappear?
pudding, right?
Like come
Rice or
Oh,
tapioca.
no.
Lumpy like that.
We have to find Buffy. She's got to know. If we don't figure out how this is done.
Shit.
She's pudding?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh.
We're not killing anybody, especially not Buffy.
Isn't that
You guys
what
are so immature.
want?
We're villains. When are you gonna get that through your thick skulls?
We're not killers, we're crime lords.
Yeah, like Lex Luthor.
You get that ray working, and the first thing we're gonna do is find Buffy and revisible her before it's too late. You got me?
Fine.
There we go, Jonathan. No, 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 no. No! Stop! 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 No!
What does it look like I'm doing, you Nick? I'm exercising, aren't I?
Exercising. Naked.
I hate this show.
Looks like you had a little trouble upstairs. Anyway, she's not at the house, and I really, really need to find her.
I'll tell you what,
I thought this is what you wanted.
what I want.
He's told you literally 1,000 times what he wanted.
Get dressed if you can find your clothes and push off, because if I can't have all of you, I'd rather... Hey, that's cheating.
They legitimately did fucking anything on the show. This network had... They weren't checking shit. They weren't checking shit. Okay. Okay, Dutch angle. Okay. Goodness.
He threw me out?
Please, I just
He threw
know
me.
they had fun with
Did
this
I?
episode.
Oh, some...
David Fury wrote this episode and was like, I want to direct this. Only I have this vision. Because, like, how do you, like, write the script? Show nothing. Walk into the Summers household and open up the fridge.
Buffy?
Oh my god. Let's go, Willow. So where did they go?
Now!
Hey! Let go of me!
Why would they...
Congratulations. You're our first hostage.
Why would they do that if they know that, like, the ray is slowly
Dawn, I'm going out to
killing
find Xander.
Buffy?
If you, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess you're the ones that did this to me.
It was an accident.
Who's that?
Nobody you know.
They're the ones from your mystery van.
Oh, you.
You're on the wrong setting.
Mind your own business.
What's she talking about?
That's what I'd like to know.
Buffy's trying to kill you.
Willow! Ow! Okay, playtime's over.
You haven't won yet, Slayer.
No, that part comes after I beat the snot out of
You'll
you.
have to find me first.
I love this. I love this. I love this. I love
Against
this.
just one of you.
Hey.
We may not have your powers, Slayer, but you'll find that we are not so easy to... Ow! Get her!
Oh my god.
Just keep talking, boys. Ow, ow!
What's chest hair?
I know that voice. You're... Jonathan? You have chest hair? Who are you?
I summoned the flying monkeys that attacked the high school.
So you three have what? Banded together to be pains in my ass?
We're your arch nemesis.
Yeah.
See, you might beat us this time, Slayer, but next time, next time.
Maybe not.
Oh my god.
It's locked. We're supposed to check it.
I forgot.
I guess we should chase them.
No, we are here. It is adorable.
It is pretty cute. I'm gonna miss the long hair, but yeah,
Pretty
it's
neat.
cute.
You finding the van.
Just Buffy with long hair
So-
is just
How did you manage to
so
do
good.
it exactly? I don't want to die. That's something, right?
It's something. Let's go, baby steps. Let's go.
Yay for us. Yay.
Ah, my girls. I cannot believe I called the fucking wig. I was literally like, why on earth does she have a wig on? Why? Because, damn it, I really, really liked her hair this season. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a little hater, but I love her long hair. It's so fucking cute. It actually has been inspiring me to put my hair in like 2 braids because she's been doing that. I'm a little stanny. What can I say? I'm literally that girl from Mean Girls. Like, Buffy wore cargo pants and flip-flops, so I'm wearing cargo pants and flip-flops. Ooh, good title, good title. This one is called Gone. Has a 7.7 rating, written and directed by our boy David Fury. David Fury, honestly, fuck it up. Fuck it up. That was a good one. That was, I don't know, it was just like, because like I was saying, like, after the last episode, I didn't know where this episode was gonna go and like how, you know, obviously I forgot about the 3 bozos until like the last minute, and of course we got the 3 bozos this episode. I don't know, I just really, really liked how, like, again, everyone says like Joss Whedon gives you exactly what you want whenever you don't want it or whatever. And he kind of did that with Buffy, because it's like Buffy wanted to be invisible. She didn't want to be there for so long, and then you give it to her. Buffy has, you know, fun time. Honestly, this was such a fun episode. I really, really liked it. It was just so fucking fun. Like, Buffy deserved this little break just to fuck around, and I loved it. And obviously, then, you know, it's not exactly what she wants at the end, because, you know, she was scaring Dawn and all that. That was so sad. That was so fucking sad. When she started talking to Dawn and Dawn got really freaked out. My heart. Oh god, it was so sad. But yeah, so like continuing on with like her being invisible and then like obviously like realizing she doesn't want to be invisible anymore. I don't know, I just think it was like a good kind of like character episode, just to like continuing on from like what we started in the last episode with the whole Willow trying to, you know, obviously pretty much cut out magic altogether from her life, which cannot even imagine how difficult that might be. I'm so glad she got it. I'm so glad she was getting through it this episode. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for her. And then obviously it's just funny how like in the last episode both of them were like, oh my god, you know, what is it called, like self-destructive behaviors and all that, and Buffy's self-destructive behavior was like, you know, being with Spike and all that. And then in this episode it's like, it's just oh my god, literally their relationship is driving me insane, because it's like they give me something I want, and then immediately after, Buffy's like, yeah, psych, bye. And then the next episode, she's like, I fucking hate you, Spike. And then they do something. And then at the end, she's like, fuck you, Spike, bye. And it just keeps fucking happening. Oh my god. So this episode, obviously at the beginning, she's like, fuck you, Spike, get out of here. And she had the fucking lighter in her pocket. Enough. That really sent me... Yeah, I also just like how, like, even just her haircut this episode, like, it was very, like, purposeful. Like, you know, I mean, listen, if you're cutting your hair short, you're either having, like, a crisis or, like, you're, like, trying to reinvent yourself. You know, obviously, you can just cut your hair for the hell of it, but a lot of times cutting girls' hair, it's, like, a big, like, you know, reinventing yourself, you know? I get like a couple inches off my hair and I'm like, I feel like a new person. I will not even lie, okay? But obviously with that, like, big of a jump, like, you know, it's just reinventing yourself. I mean, she did that in Didn't she do that in like season 2? Like the beginning of season 2, she came back with like really short hair. I don't remember, honestly. I don't. But like it was like, you know, obviously she died, and then, you know, is that just her thing? She dies, she comes back, she cuts her hair. But yeah, so I just really liked that cool thing. Again, I'm kind of an advocate for her long hair, but for the story and everything, for like her character, I really liked it. But yeah, so sorry, going back, the self-destructive behavior that she had was with Spike, but then in this episode, it's not shown as her like relapsing. That's a bad word, but like, you guys get what I'm saying? They're trying to equate that with Willow and her magic, kind of. They were like putting them side by side in the last episode. So the fact that like Buffy went to Spike in this episode and, you know, was doing whatever the fuck, it's like, I mean, she was like, this entire first half of the episode was like, no, I'm not gonna talk to you, Spike, you know, get the fuck out of my life. And then obviously Spike, he, you know, doing the most. And then it's like, why is, you know, like, why at the end of the episode wasn't she like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that? Or, because it was like, at the end of the episode, they were like, yeah, so both of us had big days today because we're both, like, you know, moving on and, you know, self-discovery and, you know, getting on. Because with Willow, she didn't use any magic. She did everything, like, normally. And then for Buffy, she said that she, like, had, like, some sort of, like, self-discovery of, like, she doesn't actually want to be invisible. She doesn't actually want to be gone. Which, love that for her. Love that for you, bestie. But again, with like the whole Spike thing, it's like they paint as being self-destructive, and then I don't know. It's just like very interesting how that behavior continued on in this episode. And of course, Buffy's not talking about this with anyone, so it's not like she can really like say anything out loud besides what she's saying to Spike. So like she's saying something to Spike. She's like, yeah, I shouldn't have, you know, what was she saying? She's like, you don't want to be seen with me or something? Literally, girly, what are you not getting through your head? Like, Spike, like, you know, like, he's been saying that, like, he, like, loves her and, like, you know, wants to be with her. And it's like she hears that, but she interprets it as something completely different. I don't know. It's just, like, confusing me, to be honest. Sorry, I just had a phone call. What was I saying? I was saying something. I don't know. It's like I want to talk out like what I'm thinking about this, but I'm so nervous that in like 3 episodes I'm gonna be like looking back on this like I am a fucking dumbass. Like, why, you know? I just hate when I do that and I like have like an opinion that like clearly is going to change, because I don't know. When I post this on like YouTube and stuff, I hate when like I post something and then it's clearly like an opinion that's gonna change, and then people are like, why do you think this? Let me get to my conclusion, okay? Let me get there. Anyways, let's talk about the filming and everything for this episode. I loved it. Literally, I want to know everything there is to know about how they filmed this episode, because I fucking loved it. I loved it so much. Literally, was like Sarah Michelle Gellar in like a green suit? Like, was she on set, or was it like some sort of like a special effects sort of person that was doing all these things, like holding up everything and like doing all that? Or and like was like she on set reading her lines? I feel like that might have been how. And then did she like go into like the studio and like record all her stuff like after the fact, like voiceover, so then they could add it in, you know? I'm not sure. That'd be like, I love this. I love these kind of episodes where like it's so good. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, she's doing a lot this episode, and again, I just really loved it. And it's so funny when she walked into the magic shop and was talking as if she was there, and as if they both knew that she was already invisible. She's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know, I'm invisible right now, whatever, let's move past it. And Xander and Anya are like, wait a second, what do you mean? Let's go back a little bit. Explain? What does that mean? I love it. I love them all so much. But yeah, the fucking The scene at the social services with this poor woman, she's just doing her job, and she now believes she's going insane. Honestly, that is so fucking funny. Buffy is hilarious. She is fucking funny. But yeah, so then she like does that, then she goes to Spike's and does the most with I cannot believe we have footage of Spike humping the air. I hate this trope. Why is this? I can't do this. Yeah, it's just so like, again, Spike and Buffy are confusing the crap out of me. Like, at the end of the season, I want to like go back and rewatch all of their scenes together, because this, like, again, I was trying to say this earlier. So it's like Buffy is saying all these things to Spike, like, you know, trying to negate all the feelings that he has and all the feelings that she might have. I don't even know. I thought, in the last episode, in my review section, I was like talking about like how I feel like Buffy has feelings towards Spike, but I'm not really sure. And then like I got a couple comments that are like, no, it's very clear Buffy does not have feelings for Spike in that way. And I'm like, I don't know, because again, when she's with Spike, she's like speaking all these things, like trying to negate all these things that she's, you know, that he has towards her. And she doesn't have anyone that she can talk about these things with, like, out loud. So the audience kind of has to make like certain judgments and like jumps to conclusions on like what she actually is feeling. Cause I don't know, it's like, for me, I feel like she's saying one thing but feeling another. But again, you can like take her word just at face value and like that's what she feels, and like I don't know, just like their whole thing is just so interesting to me, because it's like, does she only feel like a like physical like attraction towards him, or like what is happening? And again, is it to the point where it's like, oh, he's a vampire, I know I shouldn't be doing this, and I hate myself for like wanting to do it, but then I do it and then I hate myself even more, you know? I'm not sure. And then a bunch of people were like, well, obviously he's a vampire and he's like evil, so like that's another thing. And it's like, I get that to a point, because yes, he's a vampire, yes, he was evil, but the entire, like, pretty much the entire gang trusts him to help them. Like, in season 5, in the finale, he was literally there, side by side with all of them, helping them out. And it's like, there's only so much, like, of that, like that surface level of, like, yes, he's a vampire, yes, he's evil, that's it. And it's like, he was like that, and then we like found out more about him, and like now he's like kind of working with us, and like Buffy trusts him with Dawn and shit, and she trusted him to protect Joyce and Dawn whenever the Glory stuff was happening last season. So it's like, I feel like we're very much past that, but again, for Buffy, I'm sure she still feels that sort of like, oh, he's a vampire, I shouldn't be doing this. And again, like I was trying to say in like the last episode, it's also similar to like Angel, but Angel had a soul, so it's like a completely different thing. And then so he's bringing Spike, and Spike doesn't have a soul, and he's just a vampire. So it's like, I don't know. I legitimately am so intrigued by the relationship. I think it's just one of the coolest relationships I've ever seen on television, because it's like such a slow burn, but also it's like, it lights, then it extinguishes, it lights, then it's out, every single episode, there's like something new to it and something to think about. And I think that's honestly really cool that all of us have like different ideas of like what Buffy's thinking. I feel like that's like just good writing and like a good like, because the character itself, Buffy, she hasn't really spoken again to anyone about these feelings. And I feel like, oh god, I just want Buffy to talk about this with like Willow or something so we can get like that inside scoop, you know? But she won't because she's Buffy. And she's not that type of person to just be talking about her feelings, especially about Spike. Oh my god. But yeah, anyways, I just really like this episode. I think it was just very like what we needed after the last episode. I'm very glad they like went in this direction, like have like a fun episode after the last like heavy episode. But yeah, so then I didn't really talk about the three bozos, but like they're there, and they had a invisible ray, and I don't know anymore. Is this gonna be a running thing for the entire fucking season? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little annoyed. But people were saying in the beginning of this season when they first were introduced, it's like, it's kind of fitting that like Buffy goes from fighting a literal god to having to fight these three idiots. Like, it just goes to show like how fucked up the world is. I don't know, I like it, but also I'm just interested to see where this is gonna be going, you know? I just have a lot of ideas, a lot of feelings about everything happening. My goodness gracious. There's so much happening. But, yeah, this is definitely gonna be, like, a favorite for, like, the season. I just really enjoyed it. I just had a fun fucking time with it. I feel like this is gonna be such a fun episode to rewatch, too. But, yeah. Anywho, the next episode that I will be watching is the next Angel episode, episode 11 of season 3, and then after that, we're going to be coming back to Buffy, episode 12, so super excited about that, super excited to continue on with both of these shows. Goodness, the flavor that both of these shows are giving, it's giving. But, yeah, so, with all that, yeah. Thank you again to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!